5 offshore fishing tips. Offshore fishing can be a thrilling and rewarding experience, but it also presents its own set of challenges. To increase your chances of success, it's important to be prepared and to know what to expect when fishing in the open ocean. Knowing the proper techniques, acquiring the right equipment, and prioritizing safety at all times are the essential foundations for a successful offshore fishing experience. Today, we will be discussing our 5 most important pieces of advice for newcomers to offshore fishing. Hey there! If you're new here, welcome to our channel. We provide vacation travel guides for the most adventurous regions around the world. In this video, we'll be exploring our top 5 tips for successful offshore fishing. Before we begin, please hit those like and subscribe buttons below to help our channel grow. What exactly is offshore fishing? Offshore fishing is a type of saltwater fishing that takes place in the deep waters of the open ocean, typically beyond the sight of land, for both sport and commercial purposes. Offshore fishing targets various species of fish that live in deeper waters. It typically requires specialized equipment and a good understanding of ocean conditions and the behavior of fish species that are targeted. The types of fish that can be caught while offshore fishing can include tuna, marlin, swordfish, mahi-mahi, and many others. Offshore fishing occurs in water that is normally deeper than 30 feet, 9 meters. This may be accomplished from land, sea, or air. Due to the difficulty of getting to deep water, most offshore fishing is done from a boat that has traveled miles away from shore. In some locations, however, like Hawaii or Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, the water drops off immediately, making for a good option for those looking for a deep-sea experience who may not have time for a full day on the water. The best time to go offshore fishing can vary depending on the species of fish you are targeting and the location of the fishing trip. During the summer months, many species will be found in deeper waters, and the best time to catch them is during the cooler hours of the day or night. For bottom-dwelling species, such as snapper and grouper, the best time to fish is during a falling tide, when the fish move up from the deeper waters to feed. For migratory species, such as tuna and marlin, the best time to go fishing is during their migration season. What are the benefits of offshore fishing? Offshore fishing is a healthy physical activity that many people find rewarding and exhilarating. It provides a calm space where people can unwind, pass the time, and appreciate nature. Spending time out in the open ocean is a great way to expand your horizons. Offshore fishing also offers an excellent opportunity for sport fishermen to reel in large specimens. When done with loved ones, offshore fishing can be an unforgettable experience. Appreciate one another's company by spending the day out on the water. Physically and mentally, fishing has numerous positive effects. It reduces stress levels, promotes heart health, and stimulates the mind. The relaxing and calming effects of fishing can also help you get a better night's rest. Offshore fishing is a great way to unwind, spend time with loved ones, and boost your mental and physical health. Offshore fishing offers something for everyone, whether your goal is to catch a large game fish or to just take some time to yourself and relax. Offshore fishing tips for guides and beginners. Number 1. Charter your first trip. Booking a private charter is a great way to start offshore fishing, as you will have the guidance and experience of a seasoned skipper and crew. They can teach you the best fishing spots, techniques, and safety measures, making your fishing experience more enjoyable and successful. Additionally, many charter boats are equipped with the latest technology and equipment, which can increase your chances of catching fish. You may have a pleasant and secure journey with the information you gain from a professional charter service. Having a knowledgeable skipper on board can greatly improve the quality of your first deep-sea fishing excursion. A captain familiar with the vessel's capabilities and limitations is essential in case the seas get too dangerous. When venturing out on the water for the first time, it's best to hire a captain who is experienced with the conditions. Look for reputable charter companies in your area and read reviews from previous customers to get an idea of the level of service and quality of fishing they have to offer. Reach out to the charter company to inquire about availability, pricing, and any additional information you need to know before booking. Once you have chosen a charter company, work with them to plan the details of your trip. This may include deciding on the date and time of your trip, the type of fishing you want to do, and any special requests you may have. After finalizing the deals of your trip, you will need to pay for the charter. Many charter companies accept online payments, but some may require a deposit to secure your booking. Number 2, choose the right boat and get the proper gear. Offshore fishing typically requires a larger boat than inshore fishing because the fishing grounds are farther from shore and the waters can be rougher. Offshore fishing boats are specifically designed and equipped to handle the open ocean and often include features such as deep V-hull for stability and smooth riding in rough seas, trolling motors for precise movement and maneuverability, fish finding and GPS navigation equipment, and more. It is also important to note that you will also need to carry all of your supplies and gear, including food, drinks, sunscreen, life vests, and any other personal items. It's always best to check with the charter company before the trip. They might have some or all of the gear you need, and they might have some specific recommendations for the area you will be fishing. Gear for offshore fishing is distinct from that used for inshore fishing. The proper gear for offshore fishing can vary depending on the type of fishing you will be doing, but there are some essential items. A heavier rod and reel are the first thing you'll need. This is so bigger fish are found in deeper water. A heavier line and sharper hooks are also required. You'll need a variety of lures and baits that are appropriate for the species you are targeting. A good tackle box will help you organize your fishing gear. It's also a good idea to have a few extra hooks, swivels, and lures on hand. A cooler is important to store your drinks and food, and also to keep your catch fresh. In addition, polarized sunglasses will enhance your ability to see underwater. And don't forget to protect yourself from the sun and insects by bringing plenty of waterproof sunscreens, hats, and insect repellent. Number 3, be aware of the weather. The weather might shift significantly and unexpectedly when you're out in the open sea. It's important to be aware of the forecast before heading out and be prepared for any conditions that may arise. This might include bringing rain gear, extra clothing, and other protective gear. Storms and rough seas can make fishing difficult and dangerous, and you need to have a plan in place in case the weather deteriorates. When fishing in areas that are prone to sudden weather changes, it's always a good idea to have a marine radio on board to stay informed of any weather updates and alerts. In case of severe weather, the captain might have to change the fishing spot or even cancel the trip. Safety should always be the first priority. The waves can be more intense out in the open water, making it more difficult to maintain your live bait on the bottom so that you can attract more fish. In addition, you'll also have to fight against strong currents and wind. Even if you do manage to catch a fish, still anyone may enjoy a fruitful day of offshore fishing with adequate preparation. Number 4, utilize technology. Offshore fishing technology can greatly enhance the fishing experience and increase the chances of catching fish, so you'll need to invest in specialized gear if you plan to fish in deep water. Fish finders use sonar to detect fish and other underwater structures. Fish finders can display the depth, temperature, and contours of the seafloor and can help locate schools of fish. GPS can be used to mark the location of fishing hotspots, navigate to new fishing grounds, and provide real-time navigation and weather information. Weather radar systems can provide real-time weather information including storm warnings and wind direction, which can help anglers avoid dangerous weather conditions. An automatic trawling system can help you fish more efficiently by allowing you to fish multiple lines at once. Remotely operated vehicles, otherwise known as underwater drones, can be used to explore the ocean and to detect fish. Number 5, follow safety guidelines. Offshore fishing can be a fun and rewarding experience, but it's important to follow safety guidelines to ensure that you and your crew return home safely. As one of many offshore fishing safety precautions, we recommend doing your homework before venturing into open water. Check all equipment, including the boat, before departing. Make sure that the boat is in good working condition and that you have all the necessary safety equipment on board. The ability to recognize one's limitations is equally crucial when fishing offshore. This necessitates an appreciation for one's limits and those of one's boat. Stay away from harsh seas if you're not experienced fishing in them. Return to shore promptly if weather conditions worsen. Keep an eye on the forecast and don't take too many people out on the water. Also, be mindful of how much space your boat has at all times. Wear a life jacket at all times and make sure that everyone on board is wearing one. Always fish with a friend and let someone know where and when you plan to return, if possible, to ensure you can maintain contact with the outside world. Don't forget to bring your marine radio and cellular phone. If your boat breaks down and you do find yourself adrift on the open water, it is imperative that you bring your cell phone with you. Ensure that it is well charged, and turn on the Find My Phone feature. If rescue efforts are necessary, having a fully charged phone, an additional charging cable, and a GPS can be helpful. It's important to be safe and well prepared while going offshore fishing. When fishing in open water, it's important to stay safe, apply common sense, and enjoy yourself. Use today's 5 tips for offshore fishing to ensure that your trip is both productive and fun. Leave a comment below if you have any other suggestions from your first offshore fishing adventure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you click the like button and subscribe buttons below. Also, feel free to leave a comment if you have any recommendations for videos. Have a great day, everyone, and thanks again for watching.